Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode here of Agrarian Skies with Snoresby, episode number 8, and I'd like to welcome you guys to our new and hopefully a little bit improved area here for lava production and our sifting of our goods and all that good stuff. I did a little live stream the other day, and I've gone ahead and fixed this up and made it look a little bit nicer, and hopefully a little bit more functional and not as laggy as it was before. So you probably noticed in a couple of videos ago I did complain a little bit about the huge amounts of lag in this little area here, and I think I've improved it a little bit. So let's go through a few of the changes. So obviously I've changed the floor of it to boarded stone because, well, it just looks a lot nicer. We'll start over here with our cobble gen. So instead of using the terrain smasher in the actual cobble gen, we're just using igneous extruders now. And we've got 6 of those going here, and they're producing heaps, probably way too much, but it's doing the job. So apparently there was a bug between item ducts and crucibles, and how the item ducts get overstuffed sometimes. So what I've gone and done is just set up a whole heap of hoppers instead, feeding the crucibles, and that's working. I'm actually powering it with lava as well instead of the flames from the fire, so that there's no particle effects or anything. I've also turned all my particles off, so hopefully you guys don't notice that too much, but it seems to have improved it a little bit, even though we still get the occasional lag every now and then. So the line feeds from our igneous extruders all the way through and loops back around into this little area here that I'll explain in a bit, but then all of the crucibles pump their lava out here into this tank, which I think we're only just producing enough at the moment to keep a surplus. But then we've got a line that runs out into all of these generators here. They're all working away. Definitely got heaps going. Yeah, I don't know what that clicking noise is. I honestly have no idea. But, yeah. So, then we're running a hardened energy cell with a line underneath all of these pulverizers. Now, we've actually gone ahead and upped the production of all different types of dusts and stuff. You can already see I've got dust at full capacity here, but I can't show this just at the moment, but all of these barrels have an end... No, what is it? Let's have a look at Jabba real quick. We have a void upgrade in all of these, so if they ever get any excess coming in, it'll just void them. So this system can run at full capacity, none of these will get clogged up, and all is good. So, the way that I'm producing the dust, the gravel, and the sand is these first 3 pulverizers here. The first one gets cobble put in, and then it outputs the gravel to the right, which goes into this pulverizer, which makes the sand, and the sand goes to the right, which gets pulverized into dust. Now, in the back of these, they all get exported into the appropriate places, and it's a good time. I don't know why. Oh, that one's red because I've got the lever there. Don't worry, they don't need to be powered. So, and then I've got the back of all of these exporting anything that goes into here so that they get sorted automatically as well. So then the next 2 just create sand and gravel, and then this last one just makes gravel. Now, I've gone ahead already and put a couple more of these autonomous activators on the gravel sieve, and we're just producing just enough gravel to keep this fully supplied. Only just, it might be slightly not enough, but it's nothing that we can't handle at the moment. So we're pretty much on the limit of using all of this up. So I think once we go ahead and put our autonomous activators on these 2, we'll be at max capacity for this setup, but that's fine. So we're going to head and do that. So I've got full 3 on that one, only 1 on these 2 at the moment, but I wanted to get it on that first one because essentially what we're limited by here is our emeralds and diamonds, and we're producing more of those now that is going a lot quicker. So I'm going to slowly over time add more of our autonomous activators on this thing. So yeah, that's pretty much the setup. I think I haven't left anything out too much. Obviously the power from this is also running down to our existing setup downstairs here. You can also tell I changed this to sandstone and some wood. Hopefully it looks a little bit better than it did before. None of this down here has changed. It's still doing its thing. I have to figure out what we're going to do with these barrels here to try and keep that fed, but hopefully eventually when we get into applied energistics that's not going to be an issue. Alright, so what else is going on? This thing here is working well. We're actually getting a surplus of charcoal now, which is good. 8 stacks in there. I'm actually waiting for the first lot to... oh, actually, I'm stuck. Let's jump up on here. I'm waiting for the first lot to go in. Actually, yeah, it is in. Awesome. So that's powering along as usual, keeping it at a nice 3,000 degrees Celsius. Plenty of resources here going. So that is good. I've also been going ahead here and trying to get as many ender pearls as I can. We're not getting much luck here. Wow, that is loud in my headset. I don't know about how loud it is for you guys, but I'm trying to farm this a lot here and try to get as many ender pearls as I can because I want to start trying to expand out and like use the warp book, but we only have 5 ender pearls at the moment, so I want to use at least 1 or 2 of those in a chunk loader for our ore area, our sifting area, so we're passively producing the whole time even if we're not close by. So we might do that here before long. And yeah, like I said, I want to get a warp book, but I think for the first thing we're going to do today is get ourselves a proper set of machines from thermal expansion, because it's been way too long. And it's hard to produce stuff just using the smeltery and all that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and do that here in a sec. Let me just offload all of this junk I've just picked up. Arrows. Awesome. I also made myself a builder's wand for when we go to expand, which will be very handy indeed. Alright, so let's go sleep through the night and get ourselves sorted. I don't know whether I want to make another little platform off to this direction. We're going to put all of our machines in. But we'll find out here in a second. But let's go ahead and make them all first. I'll just clean up my inventory just a little bit. I'm also trying to figure out what I can replace these walls with. Now, I noticed the recipe for these fences here, like so, using the microblock. So I don't know whether or not you can actually do this recipe for any type of microblock. I might look into that a little bit later, play around with it a bit, but we'll see. So let's get ourselves thermal expansion up here. So we're going to make ourselves a furnace, a pulverizer, just everything here. I don't think you guys really need to see all of the crafting for that. You've definitely seen that before on the channel if you've watched a fair few of my videos. If not, they're pretty common. You can see the recipes are pretty straightforward here. So I'm going to go ahead and craft these all off camera, figure out where we're going to put them all, and get ourselves some power gen going. So I'll see you guys back here in a sec once I've got all these machines. Okay, so I've got all of my machines here done, ready to go, except now I've got to figure out where I want to put them all, and I don't want to have them too close to over here because, well, lag and stuff. So I'm thinking we're going to make a little area somewhere under here, maybe. We've already got a little bit of a platform going here, but we might modify it a bit and upgrade it so it looks a little bit nicer. So let's go ahead and chop these down real quick. Now, I wonder if I double stacked this area again. Fingers crossed. No, I didn't. That was not very smart. From now on, we'll definitely be doing that, so it'll make things a lot easier in the long run. I should have done this before. Let me go ahead and chop this up real quick, guys, and I'll be back. Alright, so I've got a little bit of a platform going here now. Oh no! Tricked you guys. You fell for it. I've actually taken a swig out of our flight potion here. I want to actually get down underneath here and make this double layered as well, because I think we're going to actually make this a little bit lower than I first anticipated. I tricked you guys, something good there. Wonder how many of you fell for it. Let me know down in the comments if you did. You thought I was going for my first death, but not at all. This potion actually goes for ages. It lasts for 2 minutes or so. No, not 2 minutes, 18 minutes. Took a swig out of it, so that was pretty rad. I'm going to block this off a little bit. How's this looking? Now I need to actually figure out where the water starts and where we're going to have to make sure we don't dig, so you know what, let's just leave it the way it is, maybe. We'll just dig this next one out. We might just terraform it a little bit to make it look a little bit nicer, but I think what we're going to end up doing is actually replacing this top surface here with something that looks a little bit nicer, that's for sure. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys what I've been doing, and thought I'd get that little prank in there, so hopefully I fooled some of you guys. But I'll be back when I've got this looking a lot nicer and just how I want it. Alright, what do you guys think? I think this looks pretty snazzy. I've chosen blocks, I've used the edge stone bricks and the border stone here, and I think it looks pretty nice. Now I'm thinking I'm going to put the machines just along here to start off with. So let's run ourselves. Oh, I should mention, I upgraded my pick here because as I was digging this up, we actually leveled it to master for skill level, so I thought we may as well upgrade the head on it now so that we can keep using it. So I upgraded this to bronze head, and it is really quick now, which is awesome to see. So what I'm going to do here is run our hardened energy conduit along here. 4, 5, 6. So let's go putting these down. There's probably a better way to lay these things out, but oh well. This is how I've always sort of done it, and I thought may as well just keep it the same. So just keep everything a little bit in order. So fluid duct, no, fluid transposer and magma crucible. So normally what I'll do here is just set this one to export to the left, and then except from the right, those two can work together. Then everything else I'll sort of just leave the same. Now let's get the power gen for these set up. So I think we're just going to put ourselves down 2 of these furnace generators because they have some sort of internal buffer, so may as well just use those as well. And I'll grab a bit of the excess charcoal that we've been using over here to get ourselves some power going, that is for sure. Have I got flight left? Oh, I've got flight left. May as well just use that up while we're still using it. Right. Plenty of charcoal. So these are going to fill all the internal buffers, I hope. Yep. So, good stuff. You know, I wonder why, you might notice I built an energetic infuser. So the next plan I think I want to do is get some permanent flight going rather than just using this flight potion. So we're going to make ourselves a jetpack from simply jetpacks. So I think we're going to go straight for probably this one here, the redstone jetpack. And we need some leather for that. Ooh, leather. We have not got ourselves any leather yet. You know what? We might have to go ahead and make ourselves a bit of a grassy platform somewhere along here to get ourselves some animals spawning. That's going to be a lot of fun. Not really, but I might have to set up a little bit of an automated dirt sort of factory thing. How are we going here for saplings? Let's fly away here. 25 stacks. I think we should be right. So we might set up a little machine here to start automating some dirt production while we're doing that, so I can get some leather for our jetpacks. But yeah, so let's think about what we're actually going to need for that. Oh, you know what? I've got the materials on me. I should finish one job before doing another. We're going to make a chunk loader here real quick for this little area. So we need to get 2 books for that. No, 1 book. So that means we need to pulverize some wood to get the chips, so we can get some paper going. Because we don't have any reeds set up just yet, so can't wait till we get actual flight going here, which will be great. Pulverizer. So we get 3 of these, I think, which will turn into paper when we get it to a crafting grid. I need to set up some sort of failsafe for jumping off the edge as well. That probably might not be a bad option. Alright, 3 bits of paper, and then we need a couple of stencils. Do I actually have any spare stencils? Yes, I do. Look at that. And a piece of string, which I think I've got in this chest here now. I moved that one across. Oh, so that's how you make a new quest book, just a piece of string. Interesting. Good to know. Alright. 1 book. Crafting table, and then chunk loader. Awesome. So let's go ahead and chunk load all of these ones over here. So if I turn on F9... Yes. You can see the chunk boundaries. So where am I going to put this thing? Probably just here for now, I think. Yes, here, definitely. Because I want to keep all of these chunks loaded now. How long have we got left on this? 2.5 minutes. I don't want to go falling out of the world by accident. Show the lasers so we can actually see where it's loading now, which is good. It's loading this chunk too. Okay, I like the look of that. It's getting most of our base here, which is good. How does this tree farm look? Oh, it's not. It's only getting half of the tree farm. That's alright. It's getting the main pieces, I guess, which is the important bit. So we don't want to have any crossovers of item ducts on chunk boundaries, which are loaded and unloaded, because it can cause world corruption, which is definitely not a good thing. I think we should be fine though from what we've got set up. So good. It's always good to check these sort of things when you're putting down chunk loaders in your base. Alright, so let me turn everything off here so that you can see everything as usual. Hide lasers. Okay, so now that that's done, automating of our dirt production, that's right. So what I'm going to do, we need those barrels that we had before. We might need to make an autonomous activator for this. So I'm going to need just 1 of these for now. So may as well, where am I going to stick this thing? Probably Have I got enough stuff for an autonomous activator? That's the next question. As I eat up here. Definitely going to get ourselves a bit of a better farm here soon. Well, yes, I do have enough for an autonomous activator. So I'm going to need a couple bits of that. So, I guess what we're going to do is put a hopper on the top of this. Let me have a think about what I'm going to do here, guys, and make all the components required for it, and I'll come back and we'll set it all up. Okay, so I think I've got everything I'm going to need here to do this simple little machine here, so let's grab our barrel, chuck that down there, and then I think you can feed these from the top with a hopper, which it looks like you can, so that's going to do that, and then once it gets full, it's not going to be able to fill it, so it's decomposting. Now, I'm pretty sure we'll set that down and see what it actually does. So I'll set it to right-click, and then we'll see if it, when it finishes composting, hopefully it'll go into the inventory of this autonomous activator here. Now, I have got a barrel to sit behind it, and it might feed it, but we'll see. So I wonder if it'll just automatically eject it. But while it's doing that, let's have a look at the quest book here and have a little bit of a look what we can possibly do while we're waiting. Learning sky block. Let's try and get this moving power one done. So we need redneck energy and redstone energy conduit. So let's get the recipe. And I think I just took something. Oh, I've got a bit of dirt. Okay, so obviously it pops it out of the inventory. It doesn't put it in the autonomous activator, which is not ideal. Alright, well. We might need a vacuum hopper for this, but I don't have one set up just at the moment. Well, we'll just turn this off for now. And I'll figure something out off camera. But let's go ahead and finish these quests real quick. So we're going to need 2 pieces of electrum and some hardened glass. So that means we're going to need some obsidian. Alright, to get obsidian, I've been using this little machine here. Just get that set up. I've got water over the top of the barrel and just been simply using a bucket, which I don't have any on me at the moment. So I just put lava in and get a few pieces, but just use 2 pieces of obsidian. Oh, we are running low on lava. See, I need to up the lava production again. So I might make a crucible or 2 in between episodes. Oops. Did I not pick up a piece then? There we go. Oh, yeah, I must have. And it just didn't quite register. Okay. So, we're going to get the 2 pieces of these pulverizing. Oops. Awesome. And in the meantime, we're going to need to get a piece of lead, I think, to get ourselves some of this hardened glass. Awesome. And then the induction smelter. Hardened glass. Yes. Alright. So that'll get you 1 piece. Now, we're also going to make ourselves a bit of electrum as well. Whoops. Didn't want to put that many in. My right click is doing some weird stuff at the moment, guys. Like I've been saying in previous videos. Alright. Electrum is good. I should put a crafting table down here somewhere as well. Alright. So let's make the outer bits here. Well, actually we ended up with a lot. So, if we look at the usage for this, you can see the fluid transposing. You need 200 millibuckets to fill one of these things. So we got 12 of them. So we're going to need 2,400 millibuckets. And from 1 piece of redstone, you get 100. So that means we're going to need 24 pieces of redstone to fill all of these up. So let's see how many we've got. Plenty in the stockpile here. Although it's not as quickly accumulating as I would have hoped, but we've got plans down the track for that. Maybe. You can probably guess what that's going to be. There's certain trees you can make to improve that. So let's get this stuff cooking up in the magma crucible. I think I meant to say magma crucible. So going to fill that. Okay, so that one's done. So manual detect. Okay, rednet energy cable. How the hell do you make this stuff? So we need electrum for this. And rednet cable. So I think I've got enough plastic to do that. But yeah, my inventory is doing weird stuff again because apparently there's a bug with the book when you close it. So let me quickly reset my my game here and I'll be right back. Okay, so I quickly restarted the world here and I noticed one really neat thing. When this composting continues, when it gets to fully 100%, it tries to right click a new thing into the barrel, and what it actually does is it springs out the completed piece of dirt, which you'll see here in a second. And then... Okay, I lie. It doesn't. I thought it did. I thought I turned the autonomous activator off, and that's why it wasn't doing it. Okay, well, that ruins my plan, but we're going to set this back up, if my right click will work. There we go. And I'm going to make a vacuum hopper real quick, because why not? So, get this thing actually doing something. It feels like I'm just all over the place with what I'm doing in this episode today, but that tends to happen from time to time. And then we'll get back on working on our RedNet energy cable. So apparently it's supposed to be a bit of a middle grounds. Actually, we won't put that there. Wow, this pick is so fast now. So good. Bam, on that side. Right. Well, that thing will continue on. But yeah, apparently this is supposed to be a middle grounds between the hardened stuff and this redstone energy conduit. So that's interesting to know. Yeah, how much... Where did that rest of that electrum go? I had a bit more. Must have used it all. That's alright. No harm done, we can cook up a little bit more here. 2 more pieces. This is why I wanted to get all these machines going, so we can do it a little bit quicker than using the smeltery. Alright, so while we're waiting for that, what else did we need? We needed a few of these, so do I have 6? And then we needed 3 pieces of redstone to continue this. Where did they go? That was not where they went on my screen. Alright. RedNet cable, which is very useful sort of stuff too if you ever need to do that. And then a block of redstone and then 2 pieces of electrum. Alright. A lot of redstone goes into these. A lot more than if you're making straight out the redstone energy conduit. Alright, block of redstone. And then what else was it? Was it 6 of these? I don't know. We'll just get our electrum and do the shift click method. A lot easier than trying to remember stuff. Especially for things you don't really know. Alright. Cool beans. So that should be the end of this quest, I think. Oh! Wait, what happened there? Oh, okay. Yep, claim reward. So what are we going to get? The culinary generator, the heated redstone generator, or the high temperature furnace generator? Well, if we get enough redstone production in the long run, we could use one of these. I'm not actually sure what runs the high temperature furnace generator. It might be... I wouldn't have a clue. Let's just go with this one, because it could be good. A greater reward bag. What have we got? A book with efficiency 3 on it. That could be great. I don't know what we're going to use that on just at the moment, but could be useful for down the track. Let's claim these hearts as well. I've actually been just consuming them. Getting a stockpile going here. Alright, what's the next quest in that quest line that I must have clicked on? Feel my power. So from this point you'll need more and more power to automate machines and farms, yada yada yada. So we've got to make ourselves a resonant flux capacitor. Wow. So, oh, funny things are happening again in my inventory because I've closed the book. Ah dear. So you need to get resonant ender. Actually, yeah, you need 2 enderium ingots for this. And it looks like you need to upgrade through the full tiers. Uh-oh. There we go. And the way you make this is through using pyrotheum dust, which needs sulfur, which I don't know if we've got that. We might do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, come here. 8 pieces of dirt already. That's going to take a little while by the look of it. Do we have sulfur? No, it doesn't look like we do. How do you go about getting that? Alright, you can pulverize netherrack and stuff like that. Oh, and coal. You get a chance to get it. Okay, so that's not unobtainable. But what else do we need? And then you need the enderium blend, which requires some resonant ender buckets. So 4 ender pearls per bucket, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Where is it? We'll click uses. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you need 4 buckets, 4 pearls worth, and we hardly have any pearls at the moment. So I think what we're going to do, I don't know, I think we're pretty much at the end of this episode. We might call it here rather than keep going on this task at the moment. But apparently if you unlock this, you get 4 more quests. So definitely worth looking into. I think next episode I've got some ideas on an upgrade for our mob farm. We're going to put it a lot closer, but it's going to be a dropping farm like usual, so I'm going to try and make that look aesthetically pleasing as well. I need to light this area up. I might do that here because I can hear a spider. That's not good. So that is going to do it, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you click that like button and let me know down in the comments below what you enjoyed. Uh-oh. Ow. Get out of it. Stupid spider and skeleton combo. Lucky I'm not close to the edge here, I guess. Oh, goodbye. That guy went flying. But yeah, like I said, if you did enjoy this episode, make sure you click that like button and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with this series. My name is Snoresby. Thanks a heap, guys, for tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.